Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bridget Forrester has been front and center on The Bold and the Beautiful for a few weeks now, which is a nice treat for viewers considering she hasn't been around in years. If Ashley Jones' character is going to stay in the mix, it will only be a matter of time before she finds romance again. But which lucky man's eye will she catch? The Bold and the Beautiful usually surprises viewers with random Bridget Forrester appearances when there's a medical crisis on the soap and the Forrester Creations crew is at the hospital. Bridget has been involved in Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton cancer storyline since last month and has been spending a lot of time with Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, at the office. Rumors have hinted for a while now that sparks could fly between Finn and Bridget while they are working together. The fact that we know Finn's marriage is going to be hanging on by a thread only makes it seem more likely that he could hook up with Bridget. If Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, dumps Finn, he won't have to look far for a shoulder to cry on. There aren't many single men in the B&B dating pool right now. If Bridget doesn't fall for Finn, could she fall for her patient Liam while she is investigating his miraculous recovery? Another popular theory on social media is that Bridget could catch Bill Spencer's eye. He's tragically single at the moment and is desperate for companionship. Liam Spencer is currently in a hospital bed in the Spencer mansion, so it wouldn't be crazy if Bridget starts spending time at Bill's house. Could Bridget's doctor visits turn social? Who would be a good match for Bridget Forrester? In the ever-twisting tapestry of The Bold and the Beautiful, few characters have endured heartache quite like Dr. Bridget Forrester. The daughter of iconic duo Eric Forrester and Brooke Logan, Bridget has spent decades moving between triumph and heartbreak, between her medical career and the chaotic love triangles of the Forrester and Logan clans. But now, after years of playing second fiddle in other people's drama, Bridget may finally have a storyline of her own. One that involves passion, a surprising new man, and a dangerous link to the past. Bridget returns to LA, and she's different. Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, makes a graceful re-entry into Los Angeles under the guise of helping the Forrester Foundation open a new children's medical wing at University Hospital. But those closest to her sense something different. There's a glow in her eyes, a confidence in her walk, and most surprisingly, a distance from her mother Brooke Logan's chaotic orbit. Having spent time in New York working with international medical charities, Bridget has grown fiercely independent. She's shed the need for validation from the Forresters or any man. But while she insists she's only in town for a brief stint, her extended stay at Eric's mansion raises eyebrows, especially Ridge and Brooks. And with Taylor Hayes also sniffing around the Forrester home lately, something sparks might fly there. But no, Bridget's attention is being drawn somewhere far more unexpected. Enter Dr. Piers Carlson, a face from the past. During a surprise luncheon thrown in her honor at Il Giardino, Bridget runs into a handsome, charismatic man with familiar eyes, Dr. Piers Carlson. Longtime fans will remember Piers, originally played by Paul Satterfield, as the charming doctor who once vied for Taylor Hayes' affections. Thought to have left town years ago, Piers reveals that he's recently accepted a position as chief of neurosurgery at University Hospital. Their meeting is casual, at first. Bridget thanks him for helping one of her pediatric patients in an emergency consultation. But as they talk, something shifts. They click. They laugh. There's history there, even if it's fuzzy around the edges. Later, when Brooke hears Bridget mention Piers, her face stiffens. She warns her daughter to stay away from him, that he's dangerous, that his obsession with Taylor once bordered on pathological. But Bridget, older and wiser now, brushes it off. Just because he was once in love with Taylor doesn't mean he's the same man, she says. We've all evolved, Mom, maybe even you. Sparks, secrets, and suspicion. As Bridget and Piers begin spending more time together, their chemistry becomes undeniable. Quiet coffees at the hospital turn into late-night walks on the beach. There's something pure about their connection, two dedicated doctors, both scarred by Laz's romantic chaos, finally finding solace in each other. But not everyone is thrilled. Rich Forrester, still protective of both Taylor and Brooke, confronts Pierce during a hospital gala. "You're playing a dangerous game, Carlson. Stay away from the Forresters." Pierce calmly replies, "I'm not here to settle old scores, Ridge. I'm here for Bridget. And if you can't see she deserves happiness, maybe you're the one with unfinished business." Meanwhile, Brooke becomes more vocal in her disapproval. She confides in Hope Logan that she fears Pierce may manipulate Bridget the way other men have. "She's always been so trusting. Too trusting. I know that look in a man's eyes." Pierce wants more than just coffee and stargazing. Hope, however, sees things differently. "Maybe Bridget deserves her own chance at love without you projecting your past onto her." A medical crisis changes everything. Just as Bridget begins to open her heart to Pierce, tragedy strikes. A massive pileup on the freeway sends dozens to University Hospital, including none other than Katie Logan, Bridget's aunt and one-time rival. Pierce and Bridget are called into emergency surgeries, and during the chaos, Pierce saves Katie's life with an unconventional procedure that earns him praise and scrutiny. Later that week, a medical board review is launched after a nurse anonymously reports that Pierce deviated from protocol. Bridget is torn. Her feelings for Pierce are deepening, but she also swore an oath. When she confronts him, Pierce doesn't deny it. "I did what I had to do to save her life," he insists. "If following the rule book had meant losing Katie, could you have lived with that?" Bridget's answer is hauntingly quiet. "No, I couldn't. But you should have told me." The review board clears Pierce after Katie personally testifies. But the incident shakes Bridget. Her faith in him is rattled, and she wonders, is this the same reckless passion that once nearly tore Taylor's life apart? A darker revelation, Pierce's secret agenda? As Bridget begins pulling back, another bombshell hits. Steffi Forrester accidentally discovers an old journal in Taylor's storage unit while looking for family photos. In it, Taylor details her past with Pierce and her fear that his feelings for her never truly disappeared, even after she ended things. What's worse, Taylor's final entry suggests that Pierce blamed Ridge for her rejection and had vowed to make the Forresters feel what he felt. Steffi brings this to Brooke, and the two go to Bridget together. When Bridget reads the journal, her heart sinks. Has she been nothing more than a pawn in a revenge game? She confronts Pierce at the hospital rooftop. "Did you seek me out on purpose? Was this about Taylor? About Ridge?" Pierce's face falls. "Yes, at first. I was angry. I felt discarded by the Forresters. When I heard you were back, I did think it would be poetic. But then I got to know you, the real you, and I fell in love." Bridget, tears in her eyes, whispers, "You used me." "No," he replies. "I lost myself in you. Everything changed, Bridget. Everything I thought I wanted, revenge, closure. It evaporated the moment I saw your smile." She turns, walking away, unable to trust him, but not quite able to forget him either. Eric Forrester's unexpected support. While Brooke and Ridge fume, Eric Forrester takes a surprising position. He supports Bridget. She's not a girl anymore. She's a woman who's made her own way in life. If Pierce truly loves her, maybe it's time we let Bridget follow her heart. This causes tension at the Forrester estate, especially when Eric invites Pierce to a family dinner, a move that nearly makes Brooke implode. But during that tense meal, something strange happens. Pierce apologizes. To Ridge. To Brooke. To Taylor, who makes a surprise appearance via video call. He says he's done running from the past. "I came back to Los Angeles with a storm in my chest. But your daughter, your brilliant, beautiful daughter, she calmed the storm. She made me feel again. That's all I want now. To be worthy of her." Bridget listens quietly, her face unreadable. When dinner ends, she doesn't speak a word, until later, alone with Pierce in the Forrester garden. Bridget's decision, love, logic, and liberation. Pierce stands before her under the moonlight, no more secrets, no more games. Just a man laying himself bare. Bridget's voice is soft but firm. I don't know what our future holds. I don't know if I can trust you completely. But for the first time in years, someone saw me. Not Brooke's daughter. Not a Forrester pawn. Just Bridget. I needed that. He steps closer. And you gave me a second chance at life. They kiss, not with fiery passion, but with something deeper, something healing. Not a fairy tale ending, but the beginning of something real. Taylor returns to LA, and she's shocked to learn her once obsessed suitor is now with Bridget. Brooke digs deeper into Pierce's past and uncovers a connection to a long-forgotten Forrester family scandal. Bridget receives a prestigious hospital offer in Paris. Will she stay for love or leave for independence? Hope and Thomas begin mentoring Bridget's son, Logan, hinting at new family dynamics that could pull the Forresters even closer. Pierce's ex-wife resurfaces with secrets of her own and an explosive warning for Bridget. Final thoughts. After years of being an emotional side character in other people's love stories, Bridget Forrester is finally front and center. Her romance with Pierce Carlson is complicated, messy, and not without danger. But in true bold and the beautiful fashion, it's also rich with emotion, secrets, and scandal. Is Pierce truly reformed? Can Bridget forgive his past? Or will old wounds reopen just as new love begins to bloom? One thing's for sure, in Los Angeles, love is never simple. And for Bridget Forrester, the most daring operation of all may be one of the heart. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.